This is a card reading for today. I hope all is well with you guys. I posted a video yesterday explaining the star alignment and that which we are dealing with, um, not just in everyday life, but those universal um, elements that we're also dealing with as well too. I'm trying to just kind of meditate a little bit, take a few breaths to see which cards I want to pull from. Um, you guys, I just want to say that I'm thankful for you for being on the page. If you viewed anything in the videos, please only take what resonates for you. This reading will be a general reading, is for all signs. I do have a Leo card on the table. We'll be dealing with love and relationship in all those aspects of life. Okay, so I guess we can start out with a few numbers. That kind of relaxes you or could probably stress you out, depending on what type of numbers have meaning in your life. And remember that not always when you see numbers um, will it say, hey, you're on the right path. So please pay attention to the numbers, the colors, the things that you see in the cards. Um, what energy do you feel from the cards? How does it make you feel? And there's some good energy on the cards. And then overall energy here, you have the Joker. So you can play this either way you like. Um, but really is a time definitely for not just shadow work, but focusing on those sides that are your weaknesses versus your strength. Everyone has flaws and sins, so therefore, it's constant work when you are working on yourself, okay? And just a reminder to be friendly to yourself. Um, Here, this is a really good number. I see 9 plus 8. So there is going to be some affirmation in this reading. There's going to be some type of situation that you'll feel like you can balance the scales. Here, there are going to be some changes, but rapidly you'll understand what those messages and the signs that the universe is sending to you. um, 9 plus 8 is 17. So 1 plus 7, you have 8. And again, you're finding that 8, you're finding um, a concrete situation here and you'll be able to handle it. Also, too, there are children that play a factor. When I pick up on the Ace of Clubs here, uh, again, like those matters, like those are situations that if once you have children, your children kind to you'll always be the leader if you're as an adult in a situation, but at the same time you remember a lot of times that we revolve around our families. We revolve around these type of relationships that give us internal joy and happiness as well too. I see here too with the Two of Hearts, you're most definitely dealing with a soulmate. A soulmate is someone who completes your life. Someone too that they bring out the good in this person, but in this reading with the Joker here, um, I think they'll make a mistake. Like, here, this is where we're kind of embracing mistakes. And then they'll make a mistake, and you have to kind of question yourself whether this is a strike at your integrity or if this is just a human mistake that you don't have to feel like it's like it doesn't have to change your perspective on this person. Like, it could really drastically like change the way you feel about this person. Um, Again, like, sometimes our lives can intertwine with one another, but at other times too, um, certain views, the way that we were thinking, those different outlooks on life can kind of, just if you can work past this situation, it can come together in a way that you'll both understand each other a little bit better. Okay. And then also, too, I feel like here, this is something. um, that's it's long lasting. It's like a lifetime love. It's also to like the way that you saw them from the very first time, that that is the way that you see them in your life, and that is a beautiful love to express. There is some mystery still in this relationship, so if you guys have some years behind you, just know that there is still lots and lots of mystery in this relationship, and lots to learn about each other and your soul partner, your soulmate. Okay, in this love and relationship tarot card reading, I am gonna pull the Priestess of Light Oracle to see what kind of affirmation that we have for this reading. Just inviting that spiritual guidance into our lives, to find a balance, because sometimes we do a lot of things on our own, but at many times, again, to keep this smooth and a tight ship and things rolling, sometimes that's what it takes. It takes um, that partnership. But beautiful energy on these cards. I'm going to see if they have any messages for us. It seems pretty calm. The energy's pretty calm. We had a nice rainstorm here last night. It started thundering and lightning. But yeah, wings of light. So we were just mentioning, calling in that spiritual guidance, becoming something new. Okay, so this change is going to create a new beginning in such a way that you're going to have sacred gratitude. Okay, and it says reverent appreciation and prayer. So even though we're part of this universal consciousness, we all have different ways of thinking. And again, like with the divine masculine and the divine feminine, you're not always one way all the time. You're not always going to think, okay, especially if you're someone who's in high standing, which is like, okay, you're going to be respectful towards that person, but that person, considering that person too, that person is gonna feel respected by the people that do give that respect. So therefore, when they feel respected, they're gonna give that respect. So it's all about giving and earning. And the reason why that we are the way that we are, we shouldn't feel as if every time that we work on ourselves that we're gonna achieve some type of achievement just for working on ourselves. Okay. Again, we are blessed whether what we do in life. Okay, we are all blessed. So this wings of a light invite you to have call on to that spiritual guidance. This person is going to make you question yourself, and just know that when somebody does kind of bring those feelings out in you, you're going to feel some type of betrayal. You're going to feel that way because you're going to want to know why you didn't discover this about yourself in the first place, and why how come it took this person to be able to explain why you are the way you are in certain situations. Okay, take it easy. Do some deep core like meditation, understanding, keeping yourself centralized with your centers, and trying to, like, if it's getting too extreme, kind of trying to just bring it back in. Just bring it back in. Okay, you have everything you need to do to master those chakras, as my son says. But again, that is everyday work, and we also face everyday challenges as well too. So again, waking up in the mornings, finding something to be thankful for, inviting prayer into your life. This is so important to pray. Okay, as well too. Words do sometimes get in the way. So if you're finding yourself agitated in this situation, try not to use keywords like you, because like sometimes that you could take a personal effect on someone, and then also it could too, it's the universal you. We understand when we're saying you that it's not just meant for that person in particular. But then again, that's why it's important to pray and meditate, because I know it's hard working on ourselves, but to be able to love others, we need to learn to love not just the beautiful parts of ourselves, but also those ugly parts that we can also see in other people. Sometimes it brings out the ugliness in us. So that's why sometimes we feel blackballed, we feel blackmailed, because, okay, where did this deception, where did it begin? Where did it lie? And so, and that's how it can make you feel, not saying that those feelings are real and that they're true. They're real because you're feeling them and you're a real person with real feelings. But at the same time, you don't have to have those type of feelings have control over your emotions. Okay? So again, there's a lot that comes with love and relationship, and I'm sure everyone can appreciate that. Okay? Again, finding those things um, that bring you self value, but also that truth too, and as well too, when you see those negative aspects, you'll also begin to see those things that you truly do value and that you would like to see in a person as well too. Um, and again, okay, so you have 17 plus 3 here, so that's 20. And when you break it down, again, this is like two people beginning at a cycle, something that is long lasting, something that again, that's forever in our hearts, reminding of that love again. And then you break it down, 2 plus 0 is 2. So sometimes it is 2 is greater than 1, 2 is better than 1. All right. And also, as well, too, to keep your spirituality in this situation. To me, when I see this tree, it's inviting earth element. We are, Leo is fire, but in those earth elements, consider those that are in the earth element, okay? And also, please check out your cardinal, your mutable, and your fixed sign. Remember, those are our initiators, our connectors, and our maintainers. But here, okay, so two of diamonds, this is just reassuring you that we are in the year 2022. We are here. This is 2022. There's so much that's going on, so much new technology, so much new ingenuity and new ways of thinking. I'm really impressed by that. And I just want to say, continue the great work that you have established within your family and also in your relationships as well too. Okay. Again, this we're going back to 10 plus 3, that's 4. That's your stable foundation. This is where you feel safe. This is where you feel secure. Okay. And then let's see. Yeah. Inviting with things are all love. And you have your divine mother here, your empress, the queen of hearts. She could also be a influential woman in your life as well too. Someone that again, like you can invite that spiritual guidance from them. I do sometimes when I'm kind of just like, okay, everything's getting kind of whirly burly and those words are sometimes getting away. I definitely have to turn to others. I do respect those that are in the same age era as me. Considering like soul age, okay? Just like everyone has a soul name, there is also that soul age, okay? And some of us have been on our walk for quite some time. And then again, too, there are those who are just beginning their walk with this life age. But then again, those are both places that we can absolutely get some learning. Okay, so don't think about the absolute and the absolutely. Think of it as more of an adjective and your action that you're putting into making this choice and making this effort towards this self implement that we have here, that going on, moving forward to your higher being, your higher sense of dimensional love as well too. Okay, again, with considering all those things, please pay attention to the changes, that the changes and effects that it has in your life. With these changes, again, it's inviting these wings of light. Okay, so sometimes it might seem like our wings kind of get tied back. Sometimes they're on fire. Sometimes they don't even seem to work at all and just seem kind of broken. But then again, it's like, through your trials and errors, you're becoming something new. Okay. But again, that's like, getting through the scars. There's going to be many scars along the way. And this is a life that's worth dying for, apparently. So, but yeah, just a reminder to yourself to just kind of be kind to yourself and kind to this person that's inviting new, and it's important not to avoid this situation at all, to face it, kind of with love and, headstrong. Um, but I guess we'll go to the book and let's protect the energy on this Queen of Hearts because, again, she is in a feminine mindset, but don't think for 1 second she's not like that mama bear. She's not gonna, a heart is like the best thing worth protecting. So of course, she's gonna be kind of like a protector in our lives as well too. Okay. So don't feel threatened by that when you hear that word of like protection. Like I don't need saving. I don't need any protection. Um, but we have the wings of light and we have sacred gratitude, which 5 plus 0, again, those are going to be some family changes. This is a person, again, I think that you may have children with. This is um, that person you chose to have children with, or you chose to be in your home with, to share your sacred space with. And again, like those changes, learning and how to adapt to that person's needs and wills and wants. Okay, so having this sacred gratitude, I think, is more important. Okay, so that we can step forward into this something new, this something beautiful, this something handsome, this something of light and core being meaning and from source, right? And for source. All right. So 50. Okay, so sacred gratitude comes before that sacred optimism. So this card brings a simple but profoundly important message to you. The woman peacefully stands alone in a quiet forest. Pull this up a little bit. Don't try not to focus on what's behind the card as much. But this card that is forward and this card that is here and now. Okay. Um, but she stands alone in a quiet forest, reverently placing her hands on an ancient tree. With eyes closed, she feels a deep connection to the towering tree, truly appreciating its graceful, majestic presence in her life. This card is telling you to let go of external concerns long enough to spend some time in sacred gratitude. This reverent appreciation calls for you to pause and reflect, to truly feel the value of your life and of your earthly environment, down to the depths of your very soul. This is not so much about listing all the good things you already have as it is about simply experiencing the wonder of being one with nature, one with your soul, and one with the planet and everything on it. This mystical approach is easy to adopt through a meditative thought, a deep breath, or a quiet smile. Be careful not to dismiss this choice as frivolous. This inwardly peaceful intention is actually a dynamic energy accelerator. Each quiet, uncluttered moment of gratitude will summon the communal grace of both the creative and magnetic forces flowing through the world. And you can ride these energetic waves with joy. So take some time to engage in this deeper sense of gratitude now. And if this card is surrounded by activity filled high energy cards in your spread, it's all the more important to weave these peaceful moments of grateful reflection into your daily life. Profound appreciation brings expansive and valuable results. Affirmation: I let go of external concerns and stop to appreciate life's deeper value. My spirit is grateful for life itself. So don't get caught up in those moments where you feel like you can't stop and smell the flowers. Okay? And I do see that you have been making your list. You're checking it twice, okay? And I find that a beautiful energy on the cards. We are thankful for those moments that we can access that type of energy as well too. I know that sometimes that energy can kind of be heavy on us. So then again, look for those signs and those messages from the universe. Right now is the time of the ecliptic moon. So then again, when those words are sometimes getting in the way, nature will send you things that doesn't send words at all. Those signs do not come with words, but you understand it again because you're part of this universal consciousness. And just like we need the universe needs you as well too. The sun, as I have learned, through family and also as well through friends, is the eighth dimensional being. Think of the purpose of the sun. The sun is at the center of the universe in our solar system, not the universe. I just think of it as the universe because it's our solar system. So again, paying attention to those things we say. But yeah, reaching new heights, okay? Earth would not be what Earth is if it was not for the sun. So you have to consider yourself in your place in this world, not just in this world, but you are an outer space being as well too. You live in outer space, okay? So there's a lot of responsibilities when it comes to spiritual work and keeping the faith and believing and becoming what you believe. I'm going to pull out some tarot. Not teriyaki. It's not teriyaki. Have you guys gotten ready for lunch? Are y'all going to lunch? Are y'all still in breakfast? Or what are you guys doing? Again, it looks like someone's wanting to come out from the major arcana. Okay. But you guys, when you see these nines too, this is also, again, watch out for those subtle things that can change your whole attitude. Sometimes in one day, a lot comes with one day, and there might be many times that you'll find yourself at some type of crossroads, some type of heartache, some type of heartbreak. But then again, getting in, like I said, say center, please. But also too, you guys, I think this is reaching out to someone has lost somebody. There's some type of loss here, and they want you to pay attention. You're really missing them, and this is also to please pay attention to subtle actions as well too. Little things that happen, but it happens so quickly, it happens so rapidly that we kind of sometimes don't give it a second thought. But your loved one is trying to reach out to you in this way. Okay. And some other things are wanting to come out. You know, everyone faces that jaguar paw. what they'll do, whatever they have to do with their family. We were just talking about the sun. And again, this is a reminder saying this is the best card in the deck. But the reason why the sun is such an important part of the deck is because that sun, it brings light to this situation. This person that's doing this shadow work, again, they're realizing their own light because what they have brought um, to themselves. But again, keeping this, please, this gratitude about being able to actually facet some of those things into our inner core being, okay? The sun gives off rays, but the sun is the sun. Nothing stops the sun from being the sun, okay? And then some more overall energy is your Ace of Pentacles. Again, this is just saying you're keeping your ship tight. Uh, that door to destruction is wide open. So sometimes it can be very misleading when you're on the straight path because you always going to have some options, okay? There's always going to be different ways of going about this situation. But again, it's saying inviting some of the light to your situation, but then this is your coin, this is your life, okay? So again, like holding on to it very tightly is not really during this shadow work that you're completing for yourself. Again, to be mindful of those that bring that joy, that love, and that light about ourselves, okay? And again, within a lifetime. So this person is a very big part of your heart, okay? You do have the chariot here. So again, inviting some of these changes, it might be time to kind of adapt in a different way. Again, like, we have decades in our lives. I do see the 50 here. So again, those golden years. So everyone has a different opinion, okay, about their teens, about their 20s, their 30s, their 40s, and such on 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and your 100. Okay, everybody has different feelings about those numbers and the different ages as well, too. There is a 7 represented here. So again, when you're going through that darkest part of that tunnel, that darkest part of your path, okay, remember that there's several paths to take, but that you are on the right path, and don't let this heaviness to overweigh the actual work that you've been putting in, okay? So it's not always easy. Sometimes you have to sit with it. Sometimes you have to just kind of ride along as a reminder of that ebb and flow through life, okay? And then facing those everyday battles as well, too. Our lighter and our darker selves. Again, those aspects, okay? So again, as a reminder, it's not always bad to be this way. Maybe I have to say no sometimes, okay? And I'm not that type of person. I don't like to say no. But then again, that's just a small example of what that self-work, finding that true self-value. That's just a minor aspect of some of those challenges that we face when we're completing or trying to continue is what we're trying to do. Okay. Again, those are some factors that are out of our control. So of course that's going to come with the adaptation as well too, learning to adapt to the era, to again, like, this is 2022. Okay. And then some things are going to outweigh some of the other situations as well too. This is kind of again a reminder to have some type of reflection. Okay, so the way that you used to be, not saying that you have changed, but the way that you used to be for that time being has kind of outweighed what you are becoming now, who you have become now. Okay, again, those situations will be tied in with each other because isn't that the beautiful part of memories and remembering? Okay, and then as well too, this is saying, okay, be a reminder, that pride can sometimes get in the way too, but also as well to not to be arrogant in this situation, but finding confidence, and then also with this eight, because that can sometimes create some kind of chaotic change as well too, like I'm the strong one in this relationship. This is I've normally got us this far. Or, again, with those eyes, thinking for yourself, and then as well to, thinking for your partner and thinking for your loved ones as well too. But yeah, but I just think like this is you just like grabbing the laps or whatever. You get ready to horn your bull, or throw the rope across there and get on there, and then you probably get thrown off as soon as you jump on the bull because it could be a crazy ride. All right. So you also have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So again, it's gonna take a lot of love to pour into this situation, and be careful what you are pouring, because a lot of times what happens is you're pouring into a upside down bowl, but at the same time that water is making a big splash and it's filling up the other cups that is around it. So again, just be careful what you're pouring into these cups, okay? Again, it can be poison and you could be drinking your own poison, or then again, you could be pouring something good into that cup that you will be able to appreciate later on down the line. And you'll be like, I'm glad that I poured the right amount into this cup because this is exactly what I needed for this time. And then that's again how those past life influences have meaning to your here and now as well too. You guys, the video is very beautiful. I just want to thank you, and I do appreciate your time and energy for coming to the page. If you don't mind, please hit like or share or comment any of your concerns or any type of adjustments that you feel like that you have been making. Go ahead and let me know some of those adjustments that maybe you have made if this video resonates with you. Okay, so again, transitioning through life is not always difficult, but sometimes it can be a little bit crazier than other times too. And you just have to find that balance. So again, reminder with this balance in love and relationship.